Hey, welcome back. Let's finish out the week. So, we get to play, and I think we want to do. Let's start off with getting these red banners. Take advantage of those. So, we're going to play this woman here, the singer. We're going to gain 3 red banners from this. Doesn't capitalize on our banners to the right at all. And I think I may want to use one of these. I don't know yet. But to play another Levite, I need 4 bread. And that actually might make me change my mind. Why is this important to get to the top? Well, if you happen to have the most Levites, which is this, you score 2 points. And then this happens if these two fill in. So if the whole section of the temple gets completed, all these things happen. So whoever did the completion gets 2 food. Whoever has the most Levites scores 2 points. And then all players get 1 silver per Levite. So I would get 3 silver in this situation. And if you get up high enough, you get some nice bonuses. So the problem is I need 4 food, and I guess I could theoretically do it. I could do this for 1 food and 3 more banners. Then I can do this for 2 silver and a. But I'll do this for a resource. I'm going to take a stone and a food. So now I have 4 food. I'm going to spend all 4 food to get 1 more Levite out on the board. Now that gives me a wood. So now I'm sitting on 2 wood. And what do I want to do? Now remember, I have 4 Levites. If I only put 1 resource out here, I get to use these 3 as red banners. I have 6 red banners so far. So I could put a gold right up here for 5 of those 6. And then if I only put out 2 resources, I would have 2 left over. And then one of the 6 left over here, so I'd have 3. I wouldn't be able to have enough to be able to put both. I was thinking of putting both gold here to fill out the temple. But what I can do instead is I can spend 6 banners to put 2 wood there and move up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to gain a purple and a red blessing and a food for that. The purple blessing and the red goes up like so. The red helps me because I have this victory condition. Alright, so what I did was I spent 2 of my Levites doing 2 resources. And I have 2 left over. 3, 6. I'm at 8. I spent 6. I could, instead of taking a stone, I could have taken a cinder to do 1 more. Because I only have 2 red banners left to spend, or I can just put something here on the 2 track and gain a silver. I could do that. That would mean a 3rd resource though, so I wouldn't have as many red banners. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the only thing I could have done was make this a cinder. I would have had enough time to move this 1 more space. For this scenario, I'm going to lose a bread for being in the middle. I got to get all the way to the end to be able to get the big bonus here. I just don't know. The problem is I'm on just 1 card, and none of these are boosting it. So I'm going to go ahead and just end it there. I'm not going to worry about overspending. I would like to somehow have more bread. I could get 3 more bread if I would ever get this. So theoretically, I should have maybe taken a cinder. I'll leave it. Let's live with it. Here we go. East gate. So he's going to spend 1 to the bank. And then he has 4, which he will spend to get 2 gold. And then this, he has 2 workers and 2 gold. He's going to take the highest. The highest for him is actually up here. And this is on the right side. He has 2 choices, right? So you split this down the middle. This is on the right half. So what he's going to do is he wants to choose this one. The problem is he doesn't have the silver to pay for this, so he can't. So that means he's taking this one. He has no choice. He doesn't have the ability. Oh, hold on. He could go here. He can go there. So he's got these 2 as a choice. He doesn't have to pay any silver to anybody below him. Yeah, that works. He'll go there. That's going to cost him 3 gold. This is not full. This does not count. But this one is, so -1. So he'll have to spend 2 gold to do that. Now, he was not the first to go up here. I was, and I totally forgot. I get this 2 bread. I'm sure somebody was screaming in the comments about that, but I should have gotten that when I placed this last round. So I wasn't as bread tight as I thought I was. So yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so he's done. Now it's us. And I'm going to go ahead and... See, I don't have any silver. You need a lot of silver to get that 4 bread. You need 4 total silver. See, and I can only get 2 up here. Would have been nice. Oh, once again I forgot to draw my card. Of course it's the 3 blue banners, so I can get 5 total blue banners if I wanted. So I could take this one. I mean, you just get a benefit. So if I build this wall, I would get to gain that benefit. Interesting. Well, I'm holding out. Like, could I figure out a way to get 4 silver so I could buy 4 food? And then put out another Levite. That's, like, I'm sort of on a kick. I want to get this Levite to the top. This would give me a wild blessing and 2 points, which that alone is already worth it too. But I need 5 food to pull that off. I have 3. I gotta get 2 more. I can get 1 from this. And that's it. You can't use these yet. You could get 1 from... because you're allowed to use... Alright, I'm going to play this one. 3, 5 red. Theoretically, 4 more. So I'm at 5 red, and I want to put that there for 5. And that used 1. And I technically have 3 more red left. So I can put a wood or a whatever, but I don't have a wood or a whatever. So by putting that there, I gain a worker. Very anticlimactic. I get 2 more of these. Could have been nice to put something there, but I don't have... Well, hold on. I can add 3 more red here. So if I place 2 resources, I would have 2 extra left over. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to put this here for 3 more red. And then that means I'm going to place a gold here as well. And that gives me a tent movement plus 2 more points. So my tent goes here, which gives me 2 more silver. Or just 2. But I'm not done. I just filled in the whole temple. And in doing so, I get 2 food for doing that. That was part of the reason I was trying so hard to do this. I have the most Levites, so I gain 2 points. And then I get a silver for every Levite, so I got 4 silver. He gets 2. But I get 4. And then I could do the bottom here. So dung gate, and I can spend 3 coins to get 2 wood. How badly do I need the wood? But 1 coin will get me at least 1 wood. Wood is good for this part. I don't own dung gate, so yeah, I'll go ahead and spend 1 here. Probably would be nice to save the coins. I need at least 4 to get 4 food. But if I have 6, which I don't anymore, I can get 6 food. But right now I do think I want the wood, because the wood's going to be important. If I'm going to do 1 more red action, it'd be nice to burn and move this track at 2 at a piece. So actually I'm going to spend 2 silver, and that's going to get me 2 wood instead of just 1. Alright, that's my turn. Muster gate. His coin, he cannot afford it. It's 1 coin plus 2. So he moves his tent, so he gains a gold. And then he has 2 and 2. He's gonna do the Levite thing. So pay 2 gold to place 1 Levite. He has that. So 2 gold. Place 1 Levite. He gains a stone, which is for him a gold. Then he's going to place 1 gold in the temple for each Levite. Well, he only has 1 gold left, but he will place it in the temple. He's going to place it in the bottommost spot, so he gets no reward for that. But he does get 2 points. Then he has 2 more Levites, so then he's going to spend a silver to gain a gold. He'll do that 2 times. Oh, I'm sorry, nope. He's only going to do it once. And I'll explain why in a second. So he spent a silver to gain a gold, but it starts at the top again for the 3rd Levite. Like, you go through this cyclically. So now he has a gold in his possession again, so now he's going to put it in the temple. So the gold goes back in the temple, and he's going to gain a silver for that, and 2 more points. There we go. That's actually quite nice. I forgot to draw my card again. Here's our situation, and of course I'm going to do the reds. I want to maximize my red bonuses here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red. I have the ability to buy food. I think now if I place my worker here, I can gain 2 coins to buy food, but then I don't have a Levite anymore. So I'm going to spend the 5 food I have. Put him here. And then that's going to give me a wild and 2 points. For the wild, I could go here, because I know that's a point, but I'm doing this one, and now I gain 2 food. Alright, I have 7. I have 2 of these to spend, which is 6 of those 7. So I used 2 of them, but I have 3 reds left. And with those 3 reds left, I could do this and get a food and 1 point. And I will go ahead and do that. Now with the other 4, I did this, so I'm going to move up 4 bumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bumps. I made it past him, so I'm in the 5-point range. I gain a silver. I saw that I gained a food, so let's grab that while we're here. So I gained the silver and the food, and then the tent moves 1 space, and I get a gold. Like so. Alright, the good news here is I'm running out of red actions to do, and I was able to get the blessing or the altar high enough that I'm not going to get burned here. So that part's good. I may not ever finish this, which this bonus would be nice to get more than once. I think this would be more interesting in a 4-player game. I understand that in a 4-player game there's probably going to be more pips up here, but still, there's just not enough in the solo play. You're doing most of the work. I know he did, 4 of these, and I did 4 myself. I mean, I guess technically we both did just as much, but you really got to hammer this hard, and it's hard to do when I guess if my cards were red heavy over here, maybe I could pull that off. But if they're red heavy over here, then I'm not getting the red bonus down here. It might have been nice to get Zerubbabel, but anyways, 4 coins for 4 food. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. One, two, three, 4. Alright. And now my turn's over, and before I forget. So now we're looking like we're getting a lot of gray actions here. So I may just not use my teacher. I could, if I really wanted. See, here's the thing. If you get up to the top here, these are worth points. So like this one, score the card you hold in hand as if you're scoring it during the Sabbath. And then this one, I would get 3 points for every 3 workers I have on the main board. So they just have to be on the board. I mean, I got 3 here, I got a whole bunch over here, I got a whole bunch here. I mean, it's not horrible. It's 1 per 3, so it's not a lot of points either. But that's the idea. You get up there, there's point scoring opportunities. On top of the fact you just get 4 points straight up for just being up there. But you need 2 gold and 7 banners. And I have 3. I can get a 4th one with this. And then 5, 6, I would have to spend a worker, which I don't have at the moment. It also would have been nice to get another Levite up here. Also don't have that. That would have given me one of my workers back. But that's alright. Let's move on. It's his turn. Watergate. He's going to spend, that coin goes to me, because I have Watergate. And then he's going to spend another coin, and that moves him up. I just can't help but laugh. The AI is like the bad Hebrews. in the Bible. He's spending money to earn points with the church. He's just he's using the marketplace at the temple. Um, anyways, then we're gonna move over to this one. He doesn't have the 2 gold, so he's just gonna do the bottom. Gonna gain a worker and a gold. I have to say this is very easy to use. Um, it's mostly intuitive and it's effective. Like I don't. I mean, he cheats a bit with the he gains gold instead of other resources, but um, I don't feel like he's cheating so badly. I mean, he's definitely not cheating score wise. There's a lot of stuff I think that's very fair about what he's doing. All right, now it's back to me. I don't get to draw any more cards, so this is all I have for the rest. And remember, I get to for the final round. I do get to pick one more of these to score. So I don't know which one I want. Like the teacher here might actually be the nice one because scoring your 2 best. I mean, that would be 5 points, right? Even if I don't do anything else. So getting that teacher up there would not be the worst thing in the world. I mean, I could theoretically jam out another red, because even if I cover that up, I have 3, 4, 5, 6 red. Um, the problem with that is what would I do? I have no wood to burn. I have 1 gold I can put on, which maybe moves my tent 1 time, but that's it. So, I mean, I could put the blue out and move the tent 2 spaces, so I would get a purple blessing and 2 food. That's something. I think I'm gonna go after the walls now. And if that's going to be the case, then I want to get my 3 gray out as quick as possible. So this is 3, 4. I have 6 gray right off the bat. And with 6 gray, that's 2 plus 3, that's 5. But see, I don't have the resources. I do get to spend 1 less stone. That's the thing. I want to use my new abilities. This would be 4 just to remove them. This I could build because the resource is already gone. I don't have enough resources to build it. I already took a resource here, so and I have no free workers. I can't build a gate because the gate requires a worker, which I don't have. This is getting tricky. Like this sounds great, but I don't have any wood. I'm only going to get 1. The stone is what's free for me. So this is 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to have to do this one, I think. The other thing is it would be nice to be next to a gate, because then you get the bonus of the gate. So this is 2, and then 4 is 6. How many did I say I have? 3, 4. Oh, I do. I have 6. Let's do this one. No, I'm sorry. These are 4. This is 2 each. This is 1 each. Crap. That's 2, 4. That's 8 banners. I only have 6 banners. So yeah, I can't do that. This is one that I can do because it's only got a 2 resource cost. Or this one here wouldn't be bad. This one, that's 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 either way. I think I'm going to do that one though. Okay, so that costs 4 to remove. I get an orange blessing, which moves this up. And then I am going to spend my last 2 to build. I don't have to pay the stone, I just have to pay the wood. So that's what makes that nice. And then I get to draw 3 cards. Oh, I am going to take this one. Put that there. And I'm going to take my lowest one, which gives me the gold that this would have given me anyways. That's twice now that I've done that. But that means this one I'm going to put on the bottom, and that one I'm going to put on top. Alright, so that's my wall action. I'm done. This guy. Sheepgate. He has no money. So he gains a purple blessing. He has a worker and a gold. He's going to grab the lowest most one. He gains a silver for the action. The lowest most is this one, which is only going to cost him 1 gold. So there it goes. And just so you know, at the end of the game, all these do score. So he's going to get a lot of points here. I mean, granted, they're the lower end, but still, he's going to get them. Yeah, that's it for him. Back to us again. We're going to maximize our gray by putting this one here. I know I could have done this. I didn't want to. I'm looking at this. Probably not. The East Gate is owned by nobody. So, like, if you own the gate, you don't have to pay the gate cost. Alright, so now we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 this time, which means I could do something like this now. Because this is 2, 4, and then that would be 8. The thing is that the one I really want to do? This one moves my red up, which gives me another victory point. I don't have the 3 wood, though. I'm trying to get, like, a gate bonus. That's why I'm trying to be next to a gate. So this one for sure I could do. This one is doable, because I don't have to pay one of the stone. This would be 2, 3, and 3 is 6. I'd have 2 left over. I would get a gold for that. I'd have to spend my gold. This would be 3, 5, that's 9. I don't have enough. This one, I just need the resources. 2, 4, 8. That one would work. I'd get an orange. And this one just needs the resources. That would give me 3 silver. I am missing a worker. Like, this one would be nice. That would cost me 2, and 3 is 5. But I have to spend 3 wood, so I'd have to lose both my gold plus the wood I just gained to build that sucker. I would gain a worker, though. There's only 1 left for me to gain. I think, considering my options here, that one would have been nice. This would require 2 gold. That's 7. These gates aren't built, so nobody gets a bonus. That gets a gold. I think I like this one the most. So we're going to go ahead and take those 2 wood for 4. I don't have to pay one of the stone, but this stone and this wood I do have to pay. I felt like that didn't go in and it rolled somewhere. Oh, that's right. Okay, so that was 4 to remove and 4 to place. Yep. I do gain an orange bonus. Or blessing. I do get to place my walls. So 1, 2, 3. I am at 8 food right now. I could make it 10. I think I'm going to go for the gold here. And then I also gain a cinder and a wood. Like so. The victory point is not bad, but I am going to put it at the bottom with the food at the top. Okay, the gold is always like a wild for purposes of building. So for example here, you could see a gold or 3 more banners can be used in... I always forget about that, but having 3 spare banners is hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I had 8. Yeah, it's always hard to have 3 spare banners, but you could do that in lieu of paying for a resource. The question I have is, could I spend this gold to flip this over? So, for example, let's say that I had another cinder. Can I say 1, 2, 3, and then these 2 would be cinder, and then flip that over? That part I don't know. Maybe under the auxiliary actions. Must spend the indicated number of resources. I don't know if you can use gold in that case. The gold is interchangeable here because it says so. Okay, I'm going to assume no. Alright, and that would be my turn. I could choose to spend money to get a gold, which I don't really have. Okay, for his turn, Horse Gate, he's going to spend 1 to get a purple blessing. And he has this, so he's going to gain a worker and a gold. He hasn't done any wall actions lately. That's actually how he gets a lot of his gold. Those resources turn into gold for him. And he keeps missing out on them. Alright, then it's to us. So we got 2 here and 2 here. This is our last turn of the game. So I think I could do, like I said, I could try to eke out one of these point things, but I actually think my best move by playing this, I could also use this as my score. But I think I'm going to just eke out another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do another 8 and see if we can get another wall up. I got plenty of... Well, actually, it takes 7 and 2 gold. Hold on a second. 7 and 2 gold is all it takes to do one of these. I have 1 silver, so I can't be paying to go through other people. So my only choices really are these 2. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This would be the 13th. So divide by 3, I would get 4 points for going up here. But don't forget, I also get 4 points, and I'm going to get this food. And I get another point just for going there. That, to me, I think is better than building a wall at this point. I mean, I do get 2 points for a wall, don't get me wrong. But having all these resources in my hand, they do convert into money, but it's only 1 victory point per 5 silver. What does it mean to be the altar leader? Oh yeah, we know what that is. I am the altar leader. There's no worries there. Yeah, actually, I think this is the better move. So then the question becomes 3, 4... I only have 5... I can't do it. I need 7. Even if I go here and move the tent twice, I would get a purple, I would get 2 food. The purple would give me 2 points. I mean, that would work, actually. I would get 2 points from moving the purple up. The 2 food would more than enough to pay my people in food, but I wouldn't... Like, you need the 7 banners, and this is only 3. Plus 2 here, 5. It's not enough. At 5 banners, I can do only this row, which is completely full. I can't even do this row for 6. I mean, if I had another worker, sure, I could go here and get 3 more banners, and then that would actually get me up to 8 banners. That would have been more than enough, but I don't have another worker. So that might have meant that I should have built this wall to gain a worker, but I made my choices, so now I gotta live with them. So I think I'm going back to the wall strategy then. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all I got. I can pretty much afford to build anything now. So then it just becomes a matter of what do I want to do with my 8. I can do some quick math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 workers I need to feed. I have 8. So I probably want to build this wall here so I can get the 2 food. I also have 2 food I know on top of my card. So maybe I don't have to go after a certain... What gives me the... 1 gold is worth 3 silver. Each food is worth 2 silver. It would have been nice to do this, but there was absolutely no opportunity. I mean, I could do 2 red, right? And then this is... If I'm only going to place 1 resource, I could do 3, 4, 5. That would be 6 red. I need 9 to fill those in. See, that's my problem. And, I mean, I could even gain a worker doing this, but it's still not enough. So, oh my goodness, so many choices. Yeah, so if I did this wall here, I would have a lot of gold, which could convert into money. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So this is 3 to remove. And then it's 4 more for 7. But I have plenty. 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8. So then I can do 1, 2, 3. And I could do the 2 food, right? But I'm going to get 2 food just for building next to the gate. So I think and all 3 of them are worth 2 points, so that part doesn't matter. I should have probably kept the 1 pointer on top. But that's okay. The 3 silver is just silver. This is going to be worth 2 silver. That's actually worth 4 silver. This is actually worth the most. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4 food. And then, yeah, I'll go ahead and put that one on top and that one on bottom. And then I think I'm done. The moving the tent might have been nice because, you know, getting these blessings up a little higher. But that puts us to the end. So now we just got to do the Sabbath. Okay, let's do his thing first. And remember, we're playing the normal AI. There is a harder side. So right here, it's the best of these 3 scores a point. On the other side, it's all of these will score points. So he would have scored points for his gatekeepers, points for his Levites, and points for his scribes, instead of just the best. So, and then also his penalty for not doing the altar thing would have been, it's a lot less too, or half. So he clearly didn't do his altar thing. Let's do his orders first. Resolve the judgment. So he's going to lose 2 points. Done. He's going to gain 1 silver per worker. He has 2. Well, you just go along this. So 1 silver per worker. He's going to score for his topmost 1, which is 3. And then he's going to score for his most, which should be the scribes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And then he's going to score for his top blessing, which is 5 points. And then he's going to score for the flames, which is 2. And then he's going to convert every gold into 3 silver, 1 VP for 5 silver. So 3 plus 2 is 5. He's going to get 1. 3 VP if he's the altar leader. VP from walls and gates. And from scribes. But not the scroll. All that's saying is this is worth 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. He got 11 points. So that's 10, 11. And then for his gates, there's no points for the corner gates. And he doesn't have any other gates, but he does have walls. So he gets 2 points for that wall, 2 more for that one. So 4 more points. I don't think that's going to be enough for him to win. I think we got this one in the bag. So then for us, we got to do our Sabbath. So we know we have to spend 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all 10 of these go back in the kitty. We paid for our workers. I gain 1 worker back, and then I can convert it into something. These are worth 2 silver each. That's actually just as good as stone or wood. Yeah, I don't think it matters. So yeah, I can go ahead and put them there. And that's actually going to be worth 4 silver. And resolve prophet's judgment. So we were past this, so we're going to get 5. And we're going to smoke this guy. So I just got 5 for being there. Then I get to put one of my cards in. I mean, this alone is worth 5 points. 4 points, not as much. 1 point for Levite I have. 5 points. And 1 point per wall. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think it really matters. I'll go ahead and put the singer up there. So 5 points just from her. One plus each gate. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 more points. 1 plus each scribe. That's 4 points. And then 5 more for the red. Done. Retrieve all workers. This is only for rounds 1 and 2. So this is 4 more silver. 1 victory point for each 5. So I'll go ahead and get 1. 2 per development tile. Oh, that's these, so that's 2, 4 more. 3 at the altar leader. 1, 2, 3. And where does it say? Oh yeah, right here. It says that. And then walls and gates. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 16. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then from scribes and scrolls, that's 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So that puts me at 95 to his 59. Yeah, I definitely need to play on the harder side. And just to give you perspective, I gotta unlock this and flip it over. So this is the everything's mirrored out, which is confusing as all get out. But Right here. Nope, it's not going to do it. So anyways, there you have it. I can do this real quick. I really don't like the theme music to that. Alright, so let's say I want to do solo. This time I choose hard. I don't know why it got so violent, but he starts with more resources from the very start. And I don't know why. Oh, I see. I'm going to choose random scenario. And now everything's placed. And then it says place your two gatekeepers, blah, blah, blah. But see, now he's on the hard side. So he starts with extra resources. So he's already better there. These cards don't change. So these won't be any different. But here, he's going to score for his gatekeepers, score for his scribes, and score for his Levites separately. So in the last one, they were whoever had the most, we scored. And that was it. So he's going to get extra points each round. And I think that's necessary in order for him to be competitive. And here you can see he actually started with 2 gold. The normal game he did not. And that's really the difference between the two. And like if you flip this over, that's normal and that's advanced. So it's not that much different. Oh, the other thing to point out is he was losing 2 points. He actually lost 6 points in our game because of this. He would only lose 3 because if he doesn't have this up high enough. So he was sitting over here. He would have immediately gained 3 points because he didn't lose as much. And in order to get to 95, 72, 82, 92, that's 33 more points. I mean, he was scoring his top 1, but for his Levites, that's at least 4 points, and for his gatekeepers, he had at least 2. I mean, that's 6 points over 3 rounds. This is, at least 3 points over 3 rounds, but he was eventually up to 3 Levites, so let's just say 6 more points. That would have been 12. He did always have scribes. I'm not saying he would have made up the 35 points, but I do think it would have at least made it a lot closer, just because of the. And then him having the extra resources means he could be more aggressive with his lamb cards. So I don't know why the cards. There we go. I guess they were just hidden under the board. So anyways, there you have it. It would be interesting to play a schizophrenic game where it was very obvious I had to switch my strategy because even if I wanted to do all red actions, I eventually run out of resources and I gotta go get resources. Well, how do you get them? Well, you either gotta move the tent around and get some that way, or you gotta. The primary way is actually to do stuff with the walls. Now, you don't necessarily need to build walls. You could spend your actions removing the rubble from them. And another thing to point out is when you're setting up your game, you take 10 of each resource and set it aside. So this says infinity, but there's really 10, 10, and 10. Okay? And then you put the rest in a bag, and these walls have those symbols. See that symbol there and there? That means you're going to draw 2 from the bag. So this is random. What you have here, you could technically have gold, gold, gold here. It's theoretically possible. I mean, it's unlikely because you're random drawing, but that's the reason why every game is different. And then you saw that we chose a different altar this time, so now you got this kind of setup. So if you're past 11 on the first round, you're actually going to get to flip a tile over for free, which is pretty powerful. That's very cool. I actually would try for that. The other thing you may have noticed is, look, the tiles are completely different order. And like, for example, this was our wall one that was here last time. And then here for each Sabbath, gain 1 worker, 1 stone, wood, or cinders when preparing for each Sabbath. So as soon as Sabbath happens, you just gain a worker and a resource. How awesome is that? And that's preparing for Sabbath. So, um, just to remind you, when you're preparing for Sabbath, that's up here. So that means you get to place the worker as a farmer or a laborer. So that's a really nice one. Um, these are in a different order. I mean, there's only these three are the only three that ever exist, but this guy was in the middle last time. So, um, and here you gain one victory point immediately, and then one silver per Levite every Sabbath. So I don't know if these were on there last time and I just didn't notice them. Maybe they were over in a spot where I wasn't able to go for it. But I also think what would be interesting is in a four-player game, there's only three of these at the bottom. I think that the four-player game, this is going to be heavily fought over, almost to the point where one player may want to just not even go here. And just move your tent instead. Use your blues to just go around and around and around. Um, there's things to be had here. This is not horrible. And if you make it all the way around, you do get 2 points. So if you can somehow get 10 blue banners, you only move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you move 4 spaces twice. You basically did one whole rotation. 10 banners is hard to get though. But anyways, it's an interesting thing because, and even in a four-player game, there's no harm in you going on here. If let's say 3 players suck up these bottom ones, you just have to pay them 1 silver to go to skip over them. If somebody gets aggressive and puts boom boom and puts 2 guys here and here, you can choose to go here and here. You just have to pay him 2 silver to get up there. As long as you're willing to pay him the 2 silver, you can snatch one of these ones up high. So there's even like a strategy of, hey, I don't know if I want to take this because now I'm going to make it so somebody else can go grab that one. If that's the one your gaming group's really hot over. Right here, immediately after resolving a trader, you can pay 1 silver and do it a second time. The trader, by the way, is this guy. So you can see there's a symbol right there. We never talked about this, but if you flip that over, you got 2 silver and a bread. It's still 2 silver and a bread, but you get these extra actions at the bottom. So now you get a gold, or you can automatically just move up one on the altar and gain a cinder. That's not bad at all. I'm pretty sure we did this one. And look, this one's different. When we did this last time, we had a 3 here. It was just a 3 with a picture of the tent. And now look, it's 2 with a food. And then this was a 3 with a food. So these tiles change. You get them randomly each time. And then this one, you gain 3 food. And when you put a farmer there instead of 2. And then on top of it, every Sabbath you just literally gain a food. That's really nice. And then here is an interesting one. Remember we gained, we were able to pull back a worker. So we got the same one this time. I don't know if they're all the same. And then here you could see the resources are substantially better. And if I do this one more time, okay, so now all 4 players have their stuff out. Yeah, we're going to do multiplayer. Random scenario. What just happened? There was an error in the script. What kind of nonsense is that? All the player boards disappeared. Well, the multiplayer is not working. Sometimes the scripting isn't as good as advertised. So, anyways, I have my own physical copy. I can go look them up. I just wanted to show you that the tiles you get are different each time. Now, one other one I am considering doing is this is my workshop. So you can see, I believe we covered Gilded Realms. I was trying Heroes 3. the board game. I don't own it. I was considering backing it. I didn't. We did the Skies Above Britain, which I know I said deserves at least one more round before I give it judgment, but I've already judged it, to be honest with you. Um, the Age of Innovation is just fantastic. I might try to cover that one. I don't know if the solo is on this one. What's the difference between normal and advanced? I own this game. Why would I not know? Anyways, this is a fantastic game. And you can see here they got everything randomized, so um, would love to cover this. I don't know if the solo components are available. I actually never played this solo. I only played this with my friends, and let me just say this is one of my favorite games. This is my game of the year. Um, really, really love this game. Um, because I play it with my friends, I've never played it on Tabletop Simulator. um, so, anyways, we could try that one. And the other, the script might be airing out because I chose not to play multi. I chose single player um, when I selected the game. Maybe that's it. Let's see. This game, I own it. I actually think it's dumb. I don't like inventions, evolution of ideas. I can show you why, if that really interests you. I actually have a soft spot in my heart for this. This is back when FFG made good games. I really do like this game. I don't know if the Tabletop Simulator. There's so many components. Galactic Cruise is a very fun one. Nucleum, I absolutely love. We can cover that sometime. Axis and Allies Global. I never actually played it. Um, the Academy board game is awesome. Well, it's a very, very light game, but it's good. Let's see, what else do I have here? Euthia. I did not like Euthia. I can do a playthrough with you on that one. I thought I was going to love it. I absolutely was so excited. I was more excited about this game than anything else, and it turned out to not be all that good. Um, then one of my friends made a scripted 18OE. I highly recommend it. It's fabulous. I just don't know if I want to do a playthrough of it again. This is made by the same guy. I don't know the rules, but he was supposed to redo this, but his wife got sick, and so he never finished it. And that's unfortunate. Australia is a very bizarre game, but I actually enjoy it. I don't own it, my buddy does, but he and I will play on this. And then, of course, I love Hornet Leader. Great Western Trail, fantastic game. I never played solo, though, so I'd be interested in trying that. I need to get this out again. And what was I going to show you? The game that I actually was thinking of reviewing next. This one, The Sixth Realm. I haven't played it yet on Tabletop Simulator. So it's not a solo game. That's the problem. So let's go ahead and do it for 4 players. And then set up game. So you can see he's putting stuff in the bag and setting it up for 4 players, blah blah blah. So the interesting thing about this one is it's called The Sixth Realm, and it's basically 6 mini games in one. So just to point it out to you real quick, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see there's 6 realms here, and each of these, like this is the Merchant's realm. This is the Dungeon Explorers. Like each of these are a different thing. There's a Scribe. I can't even remember what they all are. I think this is the construction. And this is your power. So you can have temporary power, and then this is permanent power. And much like the game we just finished, you know, you had used the banners. If you have like 6 banners, you could do 6 banners worth of actions. That's the same thing here. So if you're up to here, you get to do 5 green merchants worth of actions. And the board here moves. So this is randomized, and the game starts pointing north, and every round this rotates. Uh, how do you rotate this? There we go. Let's rotate it to the right. It would rotate like that, and then and so forth. And so as it goes around, it eventually comes back to the front. And I can't remember how many times you play, but basically, when it's your turn, you get to do the red guild's actions, or you could choose to do this guild or this guild, but only if you're willing to spend resources, which are a little tight in the game. The resources, you start the game with 3. Um, so, for example, if I wanted to do a green here, I would spend this one because see it's 1/2 green, 1/2 gray. I could spend the green resource to let me use the green action instead of the default red action. And anyways, why would I do one versus another? There's the thing that's the part I love about this game. Um, but it's basically 6 mini games in one. Um, Player board here is looking very sharp. Um, but basically, let's start with the red. This is not a video about this game, but I just you can tell I'm fascinated by it. Red is this one, so you're exploring this dungeon, and or no, I'm sorry, this is the dungeon here. So you have like 4 dungeon explorers. You use your red actions to explore through the dungeons, and you get see you spend 1 point for 1 movement. That's what that means, and so forth, right? And then you got splits in the dungeon. You can get so far, blah blah blah. Up here, you have your you're building roads to connect the different regions of the realm. Here, you're going through, I believe, a library. This one, and here you're excavating a ruined city. Here is your merchant thing, where you go around and you do. It's hard to explain. These are workers that you can get using this little trek here. It's sort of tied to the merchant thing. And then this here is just it's like a queen's thing. You move along this track to show you have favor with the queen, and then this here are these little triangle things are actually they're puzzle pieces that you use for scoring points. And so if you gain one, so this challenge here, let's say I place it like that, that says you need to have 3 of the brown meeples, right? So there's a brown meeple, right? If you have 3 of the brown meeples, you'll score points. But see this little circle here? You could put one of your doohickeys in there. That means you're going to score 2 points if you have 3 of the brown meeples, and 2 points if you have 4 of these. And that's this thing. Anyways, it goes on and on and on. It gets pretty involved. But the whole point of this is that you got these little challenges that you pull out, and you can put them anywhere. Like, I can put it here, and now I'm merging these two. So, anyways, I didn't mean to start covering another game. It's where my mind is. I really am fascinated with this. It's 6 mini games in one to me. I can understand some people are going to think this is pure bloat, and maybe it is. But anyways, I love it. The more the better. It's more opportunity for me to get rules wrong, right? Anyways, thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.